What is up, everybody? This is FNH News Reviews and Tours here with a brand new video to talk about how to remove a community guideline strike. What it is first, and then how to remove it. So, just to give you an insight that it happened to me, and I'm going to show you in my email what actually happened. I actually received a community guideline strike yesterday, last night. I know some of you probably saw the stream I was doing for the PewDiePie versus T-Series live subscriber count, and it was something I was testing out. I'm going to make a video on how to do that as well. I know a lot of people, like, it was actually hard to find how to do it, and I was like, wow, this is kind of sucks. Why is there no open type of like videos on where you can make something like that? But anyways, just long story short, different story. So because of that, I ended up getting a community guideline strike. Someone falsely basically flagged me down and said this is spam and then deceitful and nothing is happening, and I'm just posting videos. Because once the live stream was, not that it was done, after 4.5 hours, I believe, I didn't know this was a thing, but after 4.5 hours the live stream essentially turns into a video, and then the live stream continues on. So it posts this video and then it continues on live streaming again. And I didn't necessarily seen that until like 12 o'clock at night. I was like, oh wow, I have another video. When did this happen? I didn't even know there was settings. Again, I was testing out the live stream. This was the first time I was doing it. I figured it out. I figured out how to do it. I figured out how to make the live stream in that sense. I know how to do the regular live stream from my phone, from a webcam. I didn't know how to do the one I was currently doing, and especially that long. So I was, again, just testing the waters. Wanted to test it out, make a few videos on that, and I was going from there. And then again, like around like a little later, after 12, and this is like AM, like this is dead late at night, and I get an email saying you have a strike. I was like, what? And I was just baffled. Obviously I did some research. I read through their agreements. I read through what it was, and it was false. If someone reported me for some odd reason, I don't know if it was the algorithm. It said you were flagged. I'm not sure if that means someone actually reported me and flagged me. I'm not sure if that means the algorithm thought it was spam and it flagged me, even though I've seen a shit ton of spam on YouTube and I've never seen anyone get flagged. It was just extremely odd. I feel like someone did flag me, and then I got basically striked because of that. And then their automated system, because I know they have some weird programs where people are checking, and then these superheroes, they get like level up and crap. Like I feel like they may have done it. I don't know if it was that, if it was the algorithm, but anyways, just to show you, like, it did happen, and I'm not talking out of my ass. As you can see, this is yesterday. You can clearly see over here, it says, hey, FNH, whatever, as you know, our community guide, and you can just see that it's 15 hours ago, like I said. I've been at that time frame. Describe content, the PewDiePie versus T-Series, you basically got flagged. See, it was flagged for review, so someone flagged me. Again, I could be wrong, it could be automated, and then it said they removed it from YouTube, and then they gave me a penalty on it, and I actually had one community guideline strike on the channel, and I was like, what the hell just happened? This was so odd. Once I logged in, they did make me do this to acknowledge the strike, which obviously I didn't want to, but I had to. And then they told me if I wanted to appeal it, please submit this form. I don't know about this form per se. I don't know if it'll show up, but in the video itself, as you can see here, in the video itself, which is over here, there was like, it was basically highlighted over here. It said, I don't know if you guys ever gotten a copyright strike. It looked somewhat similar, and I was able to appeal it. Because so right over here, I was able to appeal it as well. It was basically at this phase, and I was able to appeal it. Essentially, I just informed them that, hey, this was a false strike. This was an actual video made by me, which I took in a lot of time and effort to start the live stream. Unsure to why it was flagged. It is not false or deceptive or spamful in any way possible. Please remove this false strike. And lo and behold, I fell asleep after that, and I woke up. You can see I technically fell asleep, but they removed it within an hour. But I was asleep. I'm like, dude, screw this. I'll wake up and I'll see what happens. They removed it actually, again, within 1 hour. I got it at 12:56. Sorry, 11:26. I believe I appealed it around 11:50, 12. Like, I checked it kind of late, and then after that I knocked out. And then you can clearly see over here, they said, thank you for submitting your video appeal to YouTube. After further review, we've determined that your video does not violate our community guidelines. Your video has been reinstated. Your account is in good standing. Thank you. Whatever. I was like, okay. I'm not sure what happened. That was fairly fast, but they ended up again, they reappealed, they listened to the appeal, and they got rid of it. The reason I was a bit annoyed at that was because the strike would have stayed until April. Again, it was the fall strike. Nothing happened. I read their community guidelines. I did not do anything wrong. It was a legitimate video I made. It wasn't someone's video. It wasn't something I robbed. It wasn't one still image for 10 hours that I was just uploading constantly. It was the first live stream I ever did, and I uploaded it. Not sure if someone got annoyed. Probably did. I apologize if I annoyed you. I was just testing the waters out. I know there's a lot of live streams that do that. Again, just testing the waters out. I want to test it out for a few other things I want to do. But just going to hold off for now. Sucks. I had a lot of big plans. I'm just going to hold off for now and try to see how... Again, I'm going to do research on it, then try to test the waters. Hopefully this crap doesn't happen again. But this is just like an FYI for you guys. You can appeal it, and there are ways to go around it to get your channel back or your strike removed, because I would say if your channel's in review like mine is, it is going to be a bit annoying. If you're in review and you got a community guideline strike and it's false, which is worse, let's say you're not putting up pornography or hate speech and whatnot. If you did, then obviously you deserve it. And if you're not, and it's like legitimate, someone's just being hateful and he's spamming or she's spamming your channel and just flagging it, and then, you know, again, YouTube's stupid. Let's say they were like, oh no, this is false, this is a spam, and it's clearly not. You can appeal it. There are ways to go around it. There are certain items or certain things you can say within your reasoning, because even in the reasoning, you can't write a lot. I was actually typing a lot more, and it stopped. I was like, my God, I can't even fully explain the situation. So I had to condense my whole summary into like, I think 2 or 3 sentences max. And then I was like, okay, this is what I said. Here you go. Freaking up, get rid of this damn strike. Because again, if the strike is there, it was till April 20th. My channel's in review. I should essentially be approved soon, very soon, for monetization. But clearly, if that happened, I would have been screwed till April. And I don't know if it's supposed to be like right after April, boom, I get approved, or boom, then the process starts again for 3 more months. Because community guideline strike / copyright strike / maybe content ID appeals, like strikes as well, those can affect your channel, because the whole purpose of the review is to try to make sure you're in with their community, you're meeting their guidelines, you're not being hateful, spiteful. They want to make sure you're clean, because again, I don't know how that process works. It takes time. I made another video regarding that. It takes time for that approval to happen. It's just a long and thorough process, and I'm not unsure if it's a human that does the review or an algorithm. I believe it's a human, because that was the whole purpose. They were trying to avoid hateful channels or like hateful content, like terrorist content or hate speech content, where like people were explicitly being racist and like destructive, saying like, oh, I don't know about destructive, but like physically hurtful, like violent, I should say, causing harm to people. They don't want ads to appear on those channels. Again, a good measure, because YouTube kind of was like that back in the day, where you couldn't become a partner. You could just upload videos. There were no ads anywhere. You had to have like this is like, I'm talking about like an old YouTube, like Niga Higa times, like back in the day, Ray William Johnson times. Like, you couldn't become a partner. You had to have like a good shit ton of subscribers, good view count, like insane like types of things to partner with YouTube. Then it got easy. Anyone could partner, and all these MCNs came out. Anyone could partner with anyone. It didn't matter. And then obviously, you know, the PewDiePie stuff happened. Wall Street Journal started talking shit, basically stating stuff like, oh look, your ads are coming up on Pepsi ads are coming up on ISIS videos. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's stupid. That's like 1 in a billion. Anyways, because of that happened, so they changed it to what we currently see today. So again, it's a good tactic. I like the review. It's a very long process. I would say 1 to 2 weeks should be good enough, but they again take like a good month. The channel before this took a month as well. I have another channel that got approved actually approved in 20 days. This channel, it should be approved soon. My assumption is a few more days, give or take. A couple of holidays came in, so I'm assuming it'll probably be approved soon. But yeah, again, I just wanted to like give you this insight on how to get rid of your community guideline strike, what you can do. And yeah, that's about it. So hopefully you guys liked the video. It was informative for you, and it helped you understand a bit better on how these things work and how you can appeal it. If it did, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know if you've been in a strike, if I can help in any single way possible. If you overall liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps a lot. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. And other than that, FNH out. Peace.